Hi guys, Good Good Bachan, lesson 14 written by Kanti Kumar Jain. This is a lesson that we're going to do today. It's taken from Garima Hindi Pathmala, grade 6. Let's start with the lesson. Good Good Bachan. That is the name of the lesson. आप जानते ही हैं प्रायः कविगण और कभी कभी कोई गद्यकार भी अपने मूल नाम के अतिरिक्त एक उपनाम भी रख लिया करते हैं. You know, normally the poets and at times certain prose artists, they also keep a nickname for themselves other than their main names. Here Gadikar means prose artist and Mool Naam means the main name. Upnaam means a nickname. इस उपनाम को कवि का तखल्लुस कहा जाता है and this nickname is known as the poet's तखल्लुस. दिनकर, निराला, बच्चन, रसाल, विद्रोही, वियोगी, सुमन, एक भारतीय आत्मा, फिराक, मुक्त, शंकर, पूर्ण, नेपाली, आदित्य, उग्र, नवीन, विद्यार्थी, अज्ञेय, रेणु, भारती. ये सब किसी के नाम नहीं बल्कि कवियों के उपनाम या तखल्लुस हैं. These are not the names of any person, rather they are the nicknames of poets, which are known as takhallus. पाठ प्रवेश. इस पाठ के लेखक को हरिवंश राय बच्चन की कविताओं के शीर्षक के साथ लेखक के नाम की जगह अंग्रेजी का गुड लिखा हुआ देखकर हैरानी हुई. The author of this lesson found it very surprising to see that the poems written by Harivansh Rai Bachchan, in those poems, along with the title of the poem, instead of his name being written, he had written good. So it was very strange for the author. Here children, शीर्षक means the title of the poem. इनकी समझ में ही ना आया कि यह कैसा कवि है जो अपनी कविता को स्वयं ही गुड दे देता है. So the author was wondering what kind of a poet is Harivansh Rai Bachchan that he himself gives good to his own poems. He found it very different. इन्होंने भी वही करना शुरू कर दिया and the author, after seeing what Harivansh Rai Bachchan was doing, he also started doing the same thing. फिर जब उस गुट का सही अर्थ समझ में आया तब का बखान तो बस पढ़ते ही बनता है. Now he says, and when he finally understood the real meaning of that word good, which was being written on the titles of the poem, then it is worth being mentioned what happened. Bakhan means its explanation. कभी हमारे लिए बच्चन का अर्थ G-O-O-D good होता था. There was a time when the meaning of Bachchan for us was good. जब पहली बार मैंने 1943 या 1944 में सरस्वती के पुराने अंक पलटते हुए बच्चन जी की प्रसिद्ध कविता इस पार प्रिय मधु है तुम हो उस पार न जाने क्या होगा पढ़ी तो मेरा ध्यान कविता की ओर कम गया. कविता के शीर्ष पर प्रकाशित कवि के चित्र और उसके हस्ताक्षर पर ज्यादा एकाग्र हुआ. Now this author Kanti Kumar Jain, when he was reading the book Saraswati, in which there were lots of poems of Harivansh Rai Bachchan, and these are all the names of those poems, children. When the author read those poems, his attention, it got fixed at the title of the poems, in which the poet's picture was there along with his signature. Ekagra hua means his attention was stuck to that. मैं उस समय 7वीं या 8वीं में रहा होऊंगा. At that time the author was studying in his 8th or 7th grade. कविता के ऊपर कवि का जो चित्र छिपा था उसकी एक एक बात मुझे इतने वर्षों के लंबे अंतराल के बाद भी बिल्कुल साफ साफ याद है. कविता के ऊपर कवि का जो चित्र था, on top of the poem there is a picture of the poet imprinted and the author, even though so much So many years have passed. He still remembers each and everything about that picture. He's talking about Harivansh Rai Bachchan. On top of his poems, his picture would be there along with his signature. And many years had passed, and still the author, he remembered each and everything about the picture. I hope children you are understanding it. कवि की केश राशि का घटा टोप. Now, the author, the poet, he had dense, thick hair. Kesh Rashi here means hairstyle. Ghata Toop means he had very thick hair. Uske घुंघराले means curly hairs. घोंसले से, they used to look like a nest. बड़े बड़े, long. खींच कर काढ़े गए बाल. They were tightly tied into a braid. उसके चौड़े से माथे को और भी चौड़ा बना रहे थे. And this hairstyle of the poet Harivansh Rai Bachchan was making his already wide forehead all the more wider. बाल उसके जरूरत से कुछ ज्यादा ही बड़े हुए थे और छतनार लग रहे थे. His hair was really long, more than it was needed, and they were looking very, dense or like a beehive. चेहरे पर चश्मा भी था. He had specs on his face. नैन नक्श बड़े साफ और सुपरिभाषित थे. His features were all very clear and very sharp. मुख मुद्रा बड़ी कोमल कोमल सी थी. His face was very soft. बेहद भाव प्रवण. Very sentimental or emotional. There were emotions on his face. चेहरे पर शायद एक मस्सा भी था. Maybe there was a mole also on his face. Now he is describing the picture of Harivansh Rai Bachchan which was there on top of the poem. पर इस तस्वीर से भी ज्यादा ध्यान आकर्षक थे कवि के हस्ताक्षर जो गुड जैसे लगते थे. But more than attractive was his signature, which used to look like being written as good. So the author thought that he was writing good for all his poems on his own, whereas it was his signature which looked like good. I hope children you're clear about it. Dhyan Akarshak means which attracted. Hastakshar means signature. मुझे लगा ही नहीं कि यह कवि का नाम होगा और ये कवि के हस्ताक्षर होंगे. I did not even feel that it was the poet's name and that was a poet's signature. हस्ताक्षर means signature. कवियों के नाम जो अभी तक पढ़ने सुनने में आए थे. Whatever names of poets that the author had heard or read, they were like रसाल, पूर्ण, शंकर, एक भारतीय आत्मा, हरि औध, नवीन, प्रसाद, निराला जैसे थे. He had only heard such names of poets. So he used to wonder what is this good. बच्चन भी किसी कवि का नाम होगा, यह कल्पनातीत था. So the author never thought that a poet could have his name as Bachchan because during those times the meaning of the word Bachchan was good. यह कल्पनातीत था. That was only imaginative. Okay, he could not think of such a name for a poet. अपने अनाकर्षक, अकाव्यात्मक बचपन के भदेस नामों को आकर्षक, काव्यात्मक नफीस छवि प्रदान करने के लिए नाथुराम शंकर बन जाते थे, देवी प्रसाद पूर्ण, सूर्यकांत निराला, माखनलाल एक भारतीय आत्मा, तो गुसाई दत्त सुमित्रा नंदन. Now the author says, in order to make their unattractive and a name which does not have any poetic feeling in it, and those childhood names, bhades namon ko, bhades means which are not at all attractive. In order to make their childhood names which do not look attractive or do not have any poetic impact in it, in order to make them attractive and poetic and give them a very good look or image, people used to change their names Like Nathuram, he added Shankar to his name, or Devi Prasad, he became Purna. So here he is giving the examples of poets who changed their names just to make their names look poetic and more attractive. हरिवंश राय जैसे अच्छे खासे कर्णप्रिय बढ़िया नाम को पीछे ढकल कर कोई बच्चन बनना पसंद करेगा? Now Harivansh Rai Bachchan's, this poet's full name was Harivansh Rai Bachchan. So Harivansh Rai जैसे अच्छे खासे, like Karnapriya. Now Harivansh Rai was a very impactful name. That is what the author was feeling. So he was wondering, why should anyone like to leave this name of Harivansh Rai? And Karnapriya means that is worth hearing. Badhiya, great. Name ko पीछे ढकेल कर, pushed behind, and how can he like the name Bachchan for himself? यह बाल बुद्धि की समझ में नहीं आया था. At that time, when the author was thinking about all this, he was a small child. He was in grade 7 or 8. So his mind could never accept that fact, or could never understand as to why Harivansh Rai Bachchan, he did not use the name Harivansh Rai. Instead of that, he used the name Bachchan for himself as a poet. Bachchan, Munnan, Mannan, Achhan भी कहीं कवियों के नाम होते हैं. So he was just thinking, really, are they names of poets? They really don't look good, attractive. बच्चन जी के कवि नाम से, उनके बड़े हुए बालों से, उनकी लिखावट से समाज से अपने को अलग करने की लालसा प्रकट हो रही थी. From the name of Bachchan ji, from his long hair and the way he has made his hairstyle, from his handwriting, that is his signature, the author was feeling that he wanted to stand out in the society. His longingness to become someone different, that was being depicted through all this. Lalsa means longingness. बच्चन जी ने अपनी आत्मकथा में ही कहीं स्वीकार किया है कि उनके हस्ताक्षर की पद्धति में ही उनके काव्य का चरित्र, कवि स्वभाव की व्यंजना, कवि व्यक्तित्व की विशिष्टता छिपी है. Now, Harivansh Rai Bachchan, in his autobiography, he has accepted somewhere that the way he wrote his signature, the style of his signature, through that he wants to, picturize or depict his poetic nature, kavi subha ki vyanjana, and the behavior of poet and the personality of the poet. All these things, they are hidden, or they show the speciality of his personality. उनके नाम की और उनके हस्ताक्षर की व्याख्या तो बाद में समझ में आई. उस समय तो यही लगा कि कवि ने अपने पर रीझ कर अपनी कविता को स्वयं ही गुड कहा है. The time when the author was reading about all this, thinking about all this, he felt as if just pleased with his own poetry, Harivansh Rai Bachchan has written good. So for every poem that he writes, he finds it very good, so he writes good on top of that. Later on only he understood the explanation of his name and his signature. बच्चन जी के हस्ताक्षर हम लोगों को उस समय गुड जैसे ही लगते थे. So when they were children, they used to find the signature as good only. They used to feel, okay, he is writing good for himself. हमें लगा था कि हस्ताक्षर के अंत में जो खड़ी पाई नीचे की ओर जाती है, वह अपने हस्ताक्षरों को कलात्मक बनाने की, उसे रेखांकित करने की ही चेष्टा है. Now, children, just concentrate on this signature. Doesn't it look almost like good? And when you're in grade 7 or 8, we would definitely think about it as good only. So now here the author says that at the end of the signature, the vertical line that you can see, they used to think that this has been done purposefully just to make the signature very artistic and in order to make it stand out. Here, Kalatmak means artistic, Rekhankit means to make it stand out. Cheshta means a trial. लोग अपने हस्ताक्षरों के नीचे लकीर खींचते हैं, यह कवि अपने हस्ताक्षरों के आगे लकीर खींचता है. They used to think normally people they draw a line below their signature, but this poet he is drawing a line at the end of his signature, that is in front of its signature. That is what the author used to think when he was a child. This is what the author thinks about Harivansh Rai Bachchan's signature. मैं और मेरे बहुत से समवयस्क कवि मित्र उन दिनों आत्ममुग्धता में अपनी बचकानी कविताओं के नीचे बच्चन के हस्ताक्षरों की शैली में गुड लिख दिया करते थे. Now the author says that he and his poet friends, those friends who used to write poetry, who were of his own age, समवयस्क means his peer group, आत्ममुग्धता में means pleased with themselves. Bachkani kavita means childhood poetry. In those poetries, they also used to sign, like they just like Harivansh Rai Bachchan, they used to write good below their poems. कभी कभी good के पहले very भी लगा देते थे. At times, they used to write even very good in below their poems. यह मानकर कि बच्चन जी अपनी शालीनता में, अपनी विनम्रता में अपनी कविता को केवल गुड कहना यथेष्ट मानते हैं, उसे वेरी गुड कहना उन्हें अतिरंजना लगती होगी. These children, along with the author, they used to think that Bachchan ji, because of his simplicity and his politeness, he might be considering it only, right to say good about his poem and not very good. He might be thinking that calling his own poems very good might be an exaggeration. Children, here Shalinta means simplicity, Vinamrata, politeness. Atiranjana means exaggeration. निज कवित के ही लागे नलिका में तुलसीदास जैसे महाकवि ने अपनी कविता को केवल नीका कहा है, अति नीका नहीं. In Tulsidas, like great poets, they have never called their own creations as very good. Rather, they have referred to their creations as only nika. Nika means good. Okay, they have all liked their own creations, but he never said that he had liked it very much. यह सोचकर अब बड़ी हंसी आती है कि मैं कृष्ण कांति जीतू मिलकर करने लगे विचार, पके पके ये आम लगे हैं कैसे पावे यार. जैसी दो कौड़ी की तुकबंदी के आगे गुड लिख दिया करता था. Now these children, they were trying to copy Harivansh Rai Bachchan. So they also used to write good for their poems. But now, after so many years, when the author thinks about it, he just laughs at himself, because he would write, just a simple rhyming scheme, 2 lines containing a rhyming scheme, and he would write good for that. So now when he thinks about it, he laughs at himself. Do kaudi ki tukbandi. Children, tukbandi means rhyming scheme. Do kaudi ki means which did not have any value. For such stanzas, he would like good for himself. He would write good for himself, and he used to, now when he thinks about it, he really feels like laughing it off. आज 45 वर्षों के अपने महाविद्यालयीन और विश्वविद्यालयीन अध्यापकीय अनुभव के बाद मुझे बच्चन जी के काव्य को कोई रिमार्क देना हो तो वह वेरी गुड होगा. Today, after 45 years of experience as a teacher in universities and colleges, if he has to give any remark to Harivansh Rai Bachchan's poems, he would always give a remark of very good. That is what the author says. He has got 45 years of experience in colleges and universities. and that is of teaching. He has got the experience of teaching. So now he really knows why Harivansh Rai Bachchan's poems deserve very good. गुड या वेरी गुड कविता वही होती है जो जीवन के आवर्त को व्यक्त करने में समर्थ हो. Now what here author is telling, which poem can be considered as good or very good? He says only those poems can be considered as good or very good, the poems which are able to explain the turning points in life, the turnings in life or the changes in life. Only such poems should be known as good or very good, and they should be only given such remarks. Avarth means turning points in life. Vyakt karne mein means to express. Samartho means capable. I hope children you all understood it. Once again I'll just explain it. What here the author wants to say is that if only those poems deserve good or very good who are able to express the life, changes in life or turnings in life. बुंदेलखंड में एक सांप होता है दो मुहा. कचलैंड या चकलैंड अंग्रेजी का एरिक्स जो अपने मुंह से अपनी पूंछ दबाए रहता है. Now in a place called Bundelkhand there is a snake which has got two mouths, and with one of its mouth it keeps holding its tail. Poonch means tail, dabaye rehta hai means keeps pressing its tail. Samp means snake and do muha means which has got two mouths. बच्चन जी ने ललितपुर में बिताए दिनों में यह सांप देखा होगा. Harivansh Rai Bachchan, he would have seen this snake while he was spending few of his days in Lalitpur. एक लता भी होती है इश्क पेंचा. There is a twine also which is known as ishq pencha. Lata means ishq, twine. गोल गोल घूमकर बढ़ने वाली. Now this twine, it keeps going round and then it increases in size. बारीक लाल लाल फूलों वाली, and it has got light red color flowers. दूर से चित्त को मोहने वाली. It will fascinate you from far away itself. बच्चन जी का मन बचपन से ही सर्प कुंडल को समर्पित हो चुका था. Harivansh Rai Bachchan's mind had got fascinated by the coil of the snake. The snakes, they normally lie going round and round, right children? So he had seen those snakes when he was in Lalitpur, and somehow he was fascinated by that. उनके हस्ताक्षरों में इसी का संकेत है. If you see his signature, somewhere the signatures indicate that he was fascinated by these snakes. संकेत है means indicate. उस चित्र के बालों में यही सर्प कुंडल है. And the same सर्प कुंडल or the coil of the snake can be seen in that picture. उनकी मधुशाला में प्रत्येक पंक्ति सर्प की काया के समान सुसंबद्ध है. In his work or article known as Madhushala, each and every sentence is related to this body of the snake. Sarp ki kaya means body of the snake. Susambadh hai means it's related. Adi se ant tak samagra. Adi means beginning and ant means end. From the beginning till the end, samagra means collected, united. Sarp ke saman gatimay, with the speed of the snake. Gatimay means this having the same speed as snake. पिछला शब्द अगले शब्द को गतिशील बनाता हुआ. The word which comes first, it makes the next word, it gives speed to the next word. सर्प की त्वचा की तरह चमकता हुआ. Shining like the skin of the snake. Snigdh, that slippery and shiny look. Akarshak, attractive. So someway the author says that his creations or his work is very impressive, and somewhere and all he could always find the work to be very, very artistic. somewhat which can be linked to the snake's body. He is somewhere comparing it with that. यह सब तो बाद में समझ आया, but all these things he understood only later on. सच तो यह है कि उस समय 1943 या 44 में बैकुंठपुर के अपने दिनों में मैं और मेरे मित्र बच्चन जी के केशकलाप पर और उनके सर्पाकर हस्ताक्षरों पर ही रीते रहे. Later on, when he understood all this, he felt really proud of Harivansh Rai Bachchan as a great poet. But at that time, when he was a child in 1943 or 44 in Baikuntpur, along with his friends, for him he was just pleased by the hairstyle and his signature, which was almost like, the shape of a snake. So he just says, Kanti Kumar Jain, he just is impressed, very much, attracted by Harivansh Rai Bachchan and his work. And when he really, as a professor, understood the meanings of his poems, he revered him all the more. Children, it is a bit difficult chapter. All of you have to read it or listen to it 2 or 3 times to really understand it. All of you, best wishes, take care of yourself and stay safe.